Right now, from KTAB News, your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics.
Thanks so much for being here for Big Country Politics. I'm Travis Ruiz, and this is a special edition of our show as we honor the legacy of Nanci Liles. Nanci is the executive director of the Abilene Convention and Visitors Bureau, a position she's held for nearly 37 years. Before we speak to Nanci herself, let's take a look back.
Honestly, if they gave out Superwoman awards, I'd nominate her for sure.
Dedicating more than 3 decades to the tourism industry.
Because she tells her story and tells it in such a way that people want to come see us, we have just throngs of people at our doorstep all the time.
Nanci Liles has made Abilene the city it is today.
She's a phenomenal economic power for Abilene.
Making hospitality and tourism one of the top 3 biggest economic drivers for the Key City, being one of the first women to serve as chairperson of the Texas Travel Industry Association, and receiving countless state awards for bringing people into the area. These just scratch the surface of Liles' 34-year career with the Abilene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
And I've been told by multiple people across the state at other convention and visitors bureaus that they wonder if Abilene really knows what they have in Nanci Liles.
Such a successful career, however, doesn't come without its challenges.
You always face challenges, I think, as a woman, especially when you're in state leadership. They're run by men, typically.
But these challenges pushing her to help open the doors for future generations.
Women have great perspective on many different things, and a lot of times, even in today's world, most of the people at the table are men.
She will help you, she will put opportunities in front of you, and she will champion other women to anyone who will listen.
And she's nothing short of an inspiration to not only the women following in her footsteps, but even those who came before her. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Claire Kreitz, KTAB News.
All right, and right now we're joined with Nanci herself. Nanci, thanks so much for joining us here today.
My pleasure.
All right, so quick note, that was filed a couple years ago, so almost 37 years at the ACVB, right?
Yes, in Abilene. I started my career in '82.
In '82. Mm-hmm. Okay, so almost 40 years, right?
Almost 40 years total.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So first, why don't you start off and tell everyone what the ACVB is?
Okay. The Abilene Convention and Visitors Bureau exists for mainly one reason, and that's to bring people into town who stay in hotel rooms, because that's how we're funded. But it's also a marketing arm for the city to promote our city as an attractive convention and visitor destination.
All right, and so you've been here, like we said, almost 37 years. What has been your biggest drive to keep this career?
It's been my passion. Tourism is my passion, and tourism is much more than visiting and traveling. Tourism is an economic boost to our local economy.
So without the tourism that we have in Abilene, how would that affect the everyday citizen, me who lives here in Abilene?
You would be paying about $700 more in tax revenue if it weren't for tourism tax revenue.
So a lot of people, I think, out there might be thinking, well, Abilene really isn't like a tourist destination. This is not Las Vegas or something like that, but it really is, right?
Well, it is a huge economic boost for our economy, but it also, we will host more than 3 million visitors a year, and who typically they'll stay at least 2 days. So people come to Abilene to visit friends and family. That's the #1 reason people do come to Abilene, but every year our tourism product continues to grow, so those numbers will also grow.
Very good. All right, we're going to continue our conversation with Nanci here in just a moment, talking about some of those big projects that she's helped with over the last almost 37 years. We're back in just 2 minutes.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
All right, welcome back to the special edition. Still with Nanci Liles with the ACVB, celebrating almost 37 years, and she is retiring. the R word, retiring. How does it feel?
It feels great. I'm at peace with it. I know I'll miss working, and it's just been so wonderful to work for the ACVB and the Chamber of Commerce and to sell the city, but I will continue to be Abilene's biggest cheerleader.
Very good. All right, so let's take a look at this story. It's about our downtown revitalization over the last
seeing all
several
of the
decades.
parades and things that happen downtown, all of the events that are coming into Abilene, is that something you would have imagined before?
No, not really, and I think a lot of people couldn't imagine that, but thank God there were people who could.
City Hall debates on downtown parking, hotel development, and tourism dollars might seem alien to Abilene's founders. But since the first railroad spike was driven, every council member and citizen have been trying to move in the same direction, forward.
Growth of Abilene really started in downtown, you know, from the time that the train came in the 1880s.
A water stop along the T&P Railway that continued to prosper for the next 7 decades. This saw the construction of many of our cornerstone properties, the Grace, the Paramount, the commercial heart of the city, according to Abilene historian Jay Moore.
Downtown was vibrant because that's where you shopped. By the 70s, most businesses had moved, the mall had opened. Those stores like Thornton's and Grissom's and Minter's, they all left downtown, and so did the people.
You know, if you ask, those in the early 80s, we actually had sheet metal and vacant buildings downtown.
The Grace Museum, the roof was gone, the building was in shambles. Some people thought it just wasn't worth saving.
So too would have been the fate for many of our now historic buildings, if not for the efforts of Judy Matthews.
Late 1980s, early 1990s, when Mrs. Matthews and her foundation, the Dodge Jones Foundation, decided that they wanted to help Abilene's downtown be revitalized and come back to life, and once again be a center of activity for the city, and that is exactly what's happened.
Funded almost entirely by the foundation, these buildings that were then seen as an eyesore on Abilene's image became the very beginnings of a renaissance.
I am so happy that that is the point of view that prevailed here, and look at what we have to enjoy.
Even Everman Park, where this interview was shot, is a product of this push for revitalization, a push that former Abilene reporter Janice Test covered in 1993.
The proposed plan calls for the further development of Everman Park by the old T&P depot, as well as the extension.
Fields of grass became beautiful public spaces, and Abilene was one step closer to the storybook capital we know today.
And of course, there were a lot of people who thought it was a boondoggle and that it was a waste of money, and why did we have to spend that money on that? Nobody cares if there's a big star in the middle of North 1st Street.
But these changes, however cosmetic, show a positive trend. According to the Abilene Convention and Visitors Bureau, revenue from tourism has been on a steady climb since revitalization began, growing from $108 million in 1985 to $414 million in 2020, which attracted investors, a key to success according to Mayor Anthony Williams.
We've had a series of successes in the last 40 to 50 years. But we're at a moment now, we're at a time and place where those aspirational dreams and goals are coming to be.
One such dream is the Downtown Hotel, which has been proposed and attempted since the early 90s, but didn't see any real traction until 2016.
Many have tried, but Mayor Archibald led that effort. I had a chance to carry over the finish line.
Providing downtown lodging for conventions and events that would have been unthinkable to those that set this all in motion just 50 years ago.
Abileneans have always been committed to moving forward Abilene. My hope is the next line of leaders has that same mantra. They work very, very hard, not for themselves, but for those who will follow.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Noah McKinney, KTAB News.
All right, so it's clear that downtown Abilene has changed a lot. But, as Noah was just talking about the hotel, that's been a really big deal. And you remember when kind of that push started, right?
I do. And over the years, we've had many very positive market studies for a hotel, but because of additional tax revenue that Abilene was able to be part of, a state law will help with the debt on the hotel.
All right, so what does that hotel mean? More people obviously coming, more conventions, right?
It puts us in a much better competitive situation with our counterparts around the state to have a downtown hotel, especially right across the street from the convention center.
Yeah, so you think about some of these conventions, they come into town and they bring hundreds, if not thousands of people to town, and those people are spending the night in our hotels, they're eating our food from our restaurants, they're perhaps shopping, doing all these sorts of things, right?
They are, and they are shopping. That's one of the top activities a visitor does in our area. So not only the hotels and the restaurants, as you mentioned, but shopping, convenience stores, even grocery stores. They spend a lot of money in our city.
Yeah. So that whole story we just watched was about downtown Abilene, and you saw the pictures of really the siding almost on the side of the buildings. And what has it meant for you in your almost 40 years here, just to see how it's changed? It's really come to life, right?
It really has. And when I first moved here, the Paramount was being renovated. So that was the first building, and the Windsor, and then it just steamrolled on, thankfully, because of Judy Matthews.
And she's done a lot, from even the trees on South First and North First, those sorts of things, right?
Yes, and different projects throughout the year. Many people in Abilene have had a hand in our landscape, and it looks wonderful.
Those things, the aesthetic things, having a vibrant downtown, how do those things help with tourism?
Well, being the heartbeat of Abilene, the downtown area, it just brings it to life. And people now are staying downtown, they're walking downtown, they're looking at all the wonderful sculptures that the Cultural Affairs Council has been such a big part of the Downtown Association and the downtown activity.
Yeah, and so there's obviously, the area south of downtown too. Mm-hmm. So the Soda District, all of that really growing, and these are things that hopefully people, when they're here for conventions, can take advantage of.
And they will, and it's walkable. That's the glorious thing about it, is people can walk in our downtown area. And there's so much activity now. It's just wonderful to see and experience.
All right, when you started back in 1986, the hotel may not have even been on the radar at that point, but it's been a dream for a long time.
It's always been on my radar.
It's always been on your radar.
It has.
We can check that off though, right?
And back in the 80s, in the 1880s, we had quite a few hotels downtown.
Yeah.
And so over the years, this has been something on my radar since I've moved here. It would just put us in a whole different category as we compete for meetings and conventions.
A lot of, I think our government officials have called it a catalyst, really. Yes. So this is kind of just the tip. Like this is going to open up even more.
It will. And I've never really believed the theory of if you build it, they will come, but they will come. And we have seen this through the Expo Center expansion and the Dodge Jones Youth Sports Center. When you build it, they do come and they use it, and they bring in new dollars into our community.
Yeah, that is awesome. And you saw those charts there.
Yes.
So since 1985, right before you got here, I mean, this is 4 times the money that has come in from tourism, right?
Yes.
How does it feel to know that you've helped lead that charge?
Well, and we've been very strategic in how we market our city and who we market to. We know that Abilene may not be for everybody, but it's really great for 350 conventions and meetings and events a year. So, and that's how we promote it.
Very good. All right, we're going to continue our conversation with Ms. Nanci here in just a moment, talking about some of the other projects that have been happening in downtown Abilene. We'll be right back.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
All right, talking about downtown just a moment ago, but that's not the only project that has happened in recent years and over the decades. What are some of those other big things that are helping with tourism?
In bringing in new business, the Expo Center expansion has just been wonderful for our economy. And they have generated over $16 million the last couple of years with the new product that they have to sell. And also the Dodge Jones Youth Sports Center, during a year of COVID, they brought in $1 million in business. And so it only proves that if you build it, they will come. And and it's just wonderful to see. We knew it. We knew that with our central location, that we could really break into that sports market, and we have.
Yeah, that place is always full. I know they're talking about additional parking that they're thinking about because they need it, right? And
they do. They do.
And some things outside, so a lot going on there. Those are things that have happened now. What do you see ahead for Abilene?
The future is so bright for our city. With everything, it's just going to continue to steamroll. I really believe that. With everything that's happened in the downtown area, in the south of downtown, the Soda District, I just applaud all the people that have been dreamers and doers in our community and have really made things happen. And they have such great vision.
And I know that downtown isn't the only area. I know you had mentioned, the Allen Ridge area up by ACU. Things like that are just really awesome for our visitors and for our residents too, of course.
It is, and for so many years it just seemed like people would bypass Abilene because downtown was, not on the interstate, and they really couldn't see everything that was happening in our city. But with the growth around I-20, and especially what's happening at Abilene Christian University in that area, it's just people know that there's something going on, and it's just going to continue to grow.
Well, awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about you. You had mentioned in that story that we saw, as one of the first female leaders of the state association, and you being a female executive director, what has that been like? In 1985, 86, we're talking about those years. How was that?
Well, I think it's opened a lot of doors for me. There has not been any negative about me being a female in a man's world, really. I think it opened a lot of doors with me being the token woman. I was able to serve in leadership positions, and so I think it's been a great experience for me.
Yeah, and you've been able to help open those doors for many others too in this industry.
Yes, I have. I do take very serious the thought of me mentoring the younger generations, and I feel like it's my duty.
Yeah. When we talk about someone spending, this is more than half of your life that you've spent at the ACVB. It's personal for you.
It is very personal, and I often take it very personal. It's been really a great opportunity for me, and I feel like stepping out that I have left and made a difference in the community and in the city I love.
Very good. Talking about influential people, who do you think has been influential in your career and in your life?
Well, in my career, Paul Cerf, he was the president of the Texas Travel Industry Association, but it held many wonderful positions throughout the country. He was my biggest mentor, and he was the one that really was behind me moving up in the Texas Travel Industry Association. Personally, I would have to say my late husband Ken, who passed of Alzheimer's, but he was my mentor as well as my dear friend and my calming voice. He always talked me off of the ledge when I would venture out there. But he was he was my mentor.
And everyone needs someone like that in their life.
We all do. We all do.
As you enter into retirement, I know you've mentioned that you obviously want to be an advocate for Abilene, but you also want to be an advocate for the Alzheimer's Association and hopefully finding a cure.
Exactly. It's a terrible disease, and one that I am committed to try to advocate for additional funding and for cures.
All right, and we've got a great chapter of the Alzheimer's Association here. Yeah, so some great things there. Your proudest moment of your career? We may have already talked about it.
Well, I have several
yeah.
proud moments, and I think one was with the travel industry in receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Tall and Texan Award. I have been recognized in both the Texas Association of Convention Visitors Bureau with their Lifetime Achievement Award, also. And so that makes a career, you know, so memorable and so wonderful.
That's so awesome. If you could go back to 1985 when you were this budding young professional, you're still young. Would you have guessed you'd be here in 2021?
Oh no, this was going to be a stepping stone to, you know, a larger city, or but what it turned out to be was a great foundation for me to plant myself here and to raise a family, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
What's your message to anyone watching, to anyone in our community who might be young and wants to get involved, or you know, is this a great place? Like, what is your message?
My message is do something that you are passionate about, because you'll never work a day in your life. It'll be a pleasure to go to work every day, and when you have passion for a career or for any sideline, whatever, it just makes it so much easier and better, and you will just give it your all 24/7.
So it's certainly been a passion for you. It's not like going to work every day, right?
No, it isn't. It has really true meaning.
Oh. And your guys' location, you guys have such a great location, so you've gotten to watch this from a front seat view, right?
Well, we have. Prior to that, we were on Hickory.
Okay.
So we moved into the TMP depot in 1992, and it is a wonderful, beautiful building, and we're so fortunate that we were able to be the recipients of that building. So,
yeah, it is certainly an awesome building. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about, you know, and you're the first to acknowledge it takes a team, and you've got a great team behind you, and you've got great people in the community who have helped along the way too, right? We could not exist. The Convention Visitors Bureau could not exist without our board and our many wonderful staff over the years. I mean, every year has been great, and I couldn't do it without them, and they're really the ones that deserve the credit. That's so awesome. Being an advocate for Abilene, I mean, you're well known around the state. You know all these people with all these conventions, but you're going to keep going forward and advocate for Abilene, right?
Of course, yes. Like I said, it's my passion.
Yeah.
And as a past chair of the travel industry, I can still serve on the board. So I will continue to be involved and advocate for tourism across the state, as well as try to continue to make a difference for Abilene.
Very good. You're not done with us yet.
I'm not done. I'm staying here, and I hope that I can continue to make a difference.
Very good. Well, congratulations, Nanci.
Thank you.
Beautiful and a wonderful career.
It has been, and it has been all my pleasure, and I thank Abilene for this opportunity.
Very good. We'll be right back.
Big Country Politics on KTAB continues.
All right, that does it for this week's edition of Big Country Politics. As always, you can go online to bigcountryhomepage.com for the latest in all things politics. From all of us here at KTAB, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next week, same time, same place. Have a good one.